What if the secret to a meaningful life was hidden not in grand achievements, but in the smallest choices you make each day? Have you ever wondered why some people radiate peace and strength, even when life tests them with storms? The truth is, timeless wisdom exists that can guide us all toward resilience, gratitude, and fulfillment if we choose to embrace it. Now, take a moment to imagine standing atop a tranquil hill at dawn. The sky stretches out in soft shades of pink and orange, endless and serene. A gentle breeze whispers through the grass. In this moment, you feel truly alive, calm, present, as the first rays of sunlight touch your skin. A profound realization dawns on you. Happiness isn't a destination, it's an art. The art of living is a delicate balance of choices, perspectives, and habits. Each day you wake up, open your eyes, and take that first breath of consciousness is a precious gift. Tomorrow is never guaranteed, not even the next minute yet. Every moment offers an opportunity to be grateful even in the face of hardship. Those who find purpose can discover gratitude simply in the gift of another day. Every morning we are born again. What we choose to do today is what truly matters. This echoes the timeless wisdom of the Stoics. With their timeless philosophy, Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love, dwell on life's beauty, watch the stars, and now take a moment to imagine yourself running with them. Contemplate the ever-changing elements of nature, for such thoughts cleanse the soul of worldly burdens." Viktor Frankl reminds us life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by lack of meaning and purpose. When you embrace your purpose, you align yourself with the rhythm of the universe. Life begins to flow, amplifying your impact and inspiring others to seek their own harmony. Your existence becomes a testament to the beauty of living with intention. Illuminating the path for others to follow, today we'll explore 13 timeless truths that can guide you toward a happier, more meaningful life. Let's begin this journey in maintaining a healthy body and mind. A sound mind in a sound body is an ancient truth that continues to resonate across centuries. Now, take a moment to imagine your body as a vessel navigating life's vast and unpredictable. Seized without proper care, it becomes fragile, unable to endure the storms that inevitably arise, much like a sturdy ship braving treacherous waters. Strength and resilience must be cultivated to face life's ever-changing tides and remain steady, no matter how fierce the waves. The Stoics, with their timeless philosophy, understood this deeply. For them, physical well-being wasn't a luxury. It was the foundation of a fortified mind. How can one confront life's challenges with courage if they lack the strength to stand tall or the endurance to persevere? Nurturing the body and mind was for them an inseparable pursuit, each supporting the other in achieving harmony. Picture a warrior preparing for battle. Would he neglect his armor or his sword? Just as both are essential for defense, so too are your body and mind, indispensable for navigating life's trials. The small, deliberate acts of self-care you integrate into your day are like sharpening that sword, building vitality and focus. A morning stretch awakens your senses and grounds you in the present. A nourishing meal fuels not just your body but your spirit, each bite a gesture of respect for the gift of life. A quiet walk under an expansive sky clears your mind, reconnects your soul to the earth, and reminds you of endless possibilities. Yet, the mind requires its own unique form of care. It craves silence to reset, reflection to grow, and positivity to flourish. Moments of stillness are like tending to an inner flame. Neglected and it dwindles, nurture it and it burns brightly, casting light on your path ahead, even amidst exhaustion or adversity. Always remember this: your body is the only home you will ever truly inhabit, and your mind is the sanctuary where happiness resides. Tend to both with unwavering care, for they are the precious tools that carry you through the journey of life. To learn to be happy alone. Solitude is a garden. Where the soul blossoms, within its quiet expanse lies a world waiting to be discovered. Yet, many fear being alone, mistaking solitude for loneliness. This fear arises from a society that often equates happiness with noise, activity, and the presence of others. But true happiness isn't found in the crowd. It is born within, in solitude. Clarity emerges from the quiet. Now, take a moment to imagine sitting alone, free from the distractions of the modern world, no buzzing phones or endless chatter, just you and your thoughts, raw and unfiltered. At first, it may feel uncomfortable, like standing on the edge of an unfamiliar abyss. The silence might seem deafening, the emptiness overwhelming, but much like a night sky that reveals its stars. This void transforms into something profound, a space for reflection, creativity, and self-discovery. Being alone teaches you to cherish your own company, to become your own best friend, guide, and advocate. It nurtures a love that doesn't depend on anyone else, a love that allows you to stand without leaning on others. Solitude becomes a mirror reflecting your true essence, a sanctuary where authenticity flourishes. Picture yourself sitting by a window watching the rain fall. There's no urgency, no rush, just the peaceful acceptance of the moment as it is imperfect yet beautiful solitude gr. You, the gift of presence, the ability to exist without expectation to simply be over time. Solitude evolves from something you fear into a place of solace and renewal. It is not a prison but a refuge, a quiet corner of your mind where you find strength and reconnect with your essence through solitude. You learn that being alone doesn't mean being lonely, it means being whole. And when you learn to be happy alone, you unlock a profound sense of freedom and self-sufficiency that illuminates your path forward. When you cultivate resilience and inner strength, you bring a fuller, more complete version of yourself into every relationship and interaction. You offer others not just a fragmented piece, but the entirety of who you are, a person rooted in harmony and balance. True and lasting happiness begins within you in the quiet. Blossoming garden of your soul, this garden, nurtured by stillness and strengthened by time, becomes a foundation for a life well lived. 3. Control what you can, accept what you can't. Life often throws storms our way, some we can navigate, while others we must endure. The Stoics, with their timeless philosophy, believe that clarity and distinguishing between the two is where true peace resides. Close your eyes and now take a moment to imagine a sailor on the open sea. The waves rise high, the wind howls, and the horizon is lost to chaos. The sailor cannot command the wind, but he can adjust his sails. He doesn't waste energy cursing the weather because he knows it changes nothing. Instead, he focuses on what he can control. His actions, his mindset, his choices. Through this focus, he finds a way forward. This is the art of control, directing your energy where it matters most. You cannot dictate the behavior of others, but you can choose how to respond. You cannot halt the passage of time, but you can decide how to spend it. Every moment presents a choice to dwell in frustration or to embrace reality and act accordingly. Letting go of what you cannot control is not giving up. It's liberating yourself from unnecessary suffering. Worrying about the uncontrollable is like trying to hold water in your hands. It slips away, leaving you restless. And weary acceptance doesn't mean powerlessness. It's a wise recognition of where your power ends and serenity begins. Now, take a moment to imagine the sailor once more. Though the storm rages, he remains calm. Drawing strength from his ability to adapt, acceptance allows you to conserve energy for what truly matters, in enabling you to navigate life's waters with grace, no matter how rough the sea becomes. For detached from outcomes, how often do we tie our happiness to outcomes? The promotion we strive for, the approval we crave, or the dreams we chase, we stake our joy on. External achievements only to crumble when things don't go as planned. It's as if we tether our well-being to a distant star, believing we can only find light by reaching it, and when we fall short, we're left in the darkness of unmet expectations. Picture a gardener tending to his plants. He waters, prunes, and nurtures them with care, but he understands a profound truth. He cannot force them to bloom. The sun must rise. the rain must fall, and time must pass. For the flowers to flourish, his role is not to control the outcome, but to tend to the process. With diligence and patience in the same way, detaching from outcomes frees you from the weight of expectation. Focus on the effort, not the result. When you learn to release your attachment to outcomes, you discover a deeper sense of joy, one that arises from the journey itself, not just the destination. The rain must fall, and time must take its course. The gardener joy comes not solely from the harvest, but from the quiet satisfaction of tending to life itself. The care he gives, the dedication he shows his fulfillment, lies in the process, not just a result. Detach yourself from the outcome and focus on the effort. Life, like a garden, is unpredictable. Sometimes the seeds you plant flourish, and other times, despite your best efforts, they wither. But when you pour your heart into your actions without clinging to the results, you experience a profound sense of freedom. There is serenity in knowing you've done your best regardless of what follows. Now, take a moment to imagine this. Instead of measuring success by the final outcome, you measure it by the effort, passion, and integrity you bring to every moment. Life ceases to be a series of wins and losses and becomes a continuous journey of growth, learning, and becoming in detaching from specific results. Peace emerges, a peace rooted in the understanding that your worth isn't determined by external circumstances, but by the authenticity of your endeavors. So pour your heart into your efforts, tend to your own garden, and trust the universe to take care of the rest. In this, detachment lies not only peace, but also the quiet, enduring joy of a life. Well, live to 5. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is the lens through which happiness becomes visible. It transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. It's easy to overlook the small blessings, the warmth of a cup of coffee on a chilly morning, the laughter of a friend that lights up your day, or the comfort of a familiar place that offers solace amid chaos. Yet it is in these small, often unnoticed moments that life's greatest treasures quietly wait for those who choose to see them each day. Take a moment to pause and reflect. What went well today? What made me smile? Even if just briefly write it down if you can, for there is immense power in the act of recognition. Gratitude turns fleeting moments into lasting memories, transforming ordinary experiences into cherished ones over time. This simple practice reshapes your perspective. You'll begin to find joy in the smallest details, the rustle of leaves in the wind, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, or a quiet moment shared with someone you love. The Stoics, with their timeless philosophy, masters of resilience and wisdom, practice an exercise called negative visualization. They now take a moment to imagine life without the things they cherished, not to foster fear or anxiety, but to deepen their appreciation. Now, take a moment to imagine just for a moment a world without the people, comforts, and routines that fill your days. Picture life without the laughter, the familiar places, or the simple pleasures that often go unnoticed. In doing so, you begin to see these things not as guarantees, but as precious gifts, the absence of what you love, if only. Now, take a moment to imagine sharpens your awareness of its value. Waking up each morning with the thought that nothing is guaranteed, not even the sunrise, instills a profound sense of gratitude. It teaches you to embrace each day as a privilege, each moment as a blessing. Gratitude isn't just a practice, it's a way of seeing a path to a richer and more meaningful life. Not even the people you hold dear, not even your own breath is guaranteed. Far from being a morbid exercise, this mindset enriches your life, making every moment a profound gift. When gratitude is practiced deeply, it becomes more than just a passing emotion. It transforms into a way of seeing the world. A way of being. Gratitude teaches you to live fully, love deeply, and find beauty in the smallest details of life with each passing day. This practice strengthens your spirit, grounding you in the present moment and opening your eyes to the wonders that surround you, however fleeting they may be. By cultivating gratitude, you learn to embrace life with open arms and an open heart. You begin to seek out beauty and simplicity, recognizing that even life's imperfections carry lessons and meaning as gratitude. Become second nature. Your world transforms into one of abundance, a world where happiness is no longer something to chase, but something you carry within you wherever you go. 6. Live according to your values. What guides your life? Is it the fleeting approval of others, or the steadfast compass of your values too? Often we chase external validation, a nod of approval, a few words of praise, yet when the applause fades, so too does our sense of purpose. True fulfillment is not found in recognition from others, but in living in alignment with what we hold. Dear, living by your values brings integrity, and integrity brings peace. Define what matters most to you: honesty, kindness, courage, or perhaps perseverance in the face of adversity. Let these values become the unshakable foundation upon which your life is built. When your actions reflect your values, you move through life with clarity and purpose, free from the discontent that arises from living according to someone else's expectations. Now, take a moment to imagine walking through a dense forest without a compass. You wander aimlessly, unsure of where each step will lead. The shadows seem deeper, the path less certain, but with a compass in hand, each step becomes deliberate and purposeful. Your values are that compass, a guiding light in the ever-changing landscape of life. With them, you not only find direction, but also cultivate an inner strength that anchors you amidst life's uncertainties. Picture yourself facing a difficult decision. The easy path may beckon, but when guided by your values, you know that your true path lies ahead, steady and clear. The easy path promises comfort and ease, while the right path demands courage and integrity. It is in moments like these that your values reveal their true worth. By choosing the path that aligns with your principles, you strengthen your character and deepen your sense of self. Follow your values, and happiness will follow, not as a fleeting emotion, but as a lasting state of being grounded in authenticity. Over time, living by your values becomes second nature, a silent force that shapes your actions and decisions. Without hesitation, it brings a quiet confidence, a steady assurance that no matter what challenges arise, you will remain true to yourself. And in that unwavering commitment to your principles, you find not only peace, but also the profound joy of living a life that is truly your own. 7. Embrace discomfort. Discomfort is not the enemy. It is the hand that shapes us, molds us, and strengthens us. It is the unseen force that carves out resilience, sharpening our edges and fortifying our spirit. Without discomfort, growth becomes a distant dream, a horizon that remains out of reach. Picture a blacksmith forging a sword. The raw metal, unyielding and imperfect, must endure the blistering heat of fire, the relentless strikes of the hammer, and the unyielding surface of the anvil before it transforms into a weapon of strength and precision. The process is arduous, filled with sparks and strain, but it is only through this trial that the metal becomes something greater than it once was. Life subjects us to the same process. Challenges, failures, and moments of discomfort are the fires and hammers that refine us, pushing us to rise above our limitations and forge a stronger version of ourselves. When you avoid discomfort, you avoid growth. Now, take a moment to imagine a seedling that refuses to push through the soil because it fears the pressure of the earth above. Without embracing the struggle, it would never reach the sunlight, never become the towering tree it was meant to be. The same is true for us. Growth requires that we stand into the unknown, that we face discomfort with open arms and a steady heart. Embrace discomfort. Step out of your comfort zone, for that's where happiness hides. Not in ease, but in triumph. It is in the moments of struggle and resilience that we find the strength to become who we are truly meant to be. It's when you push past your fears, when you stretch beyond your perceived limits, that you begin to discover the boundless potential. Within discomfort becomes the catalyst for transformation, the spark that ignites your inner fire in facing it. You don't merely endure, you evolve, becoming sharper, stronger, and more resilient than you ever. Now, Take a moment to imagine possible age-redefined success. Success is often painted as wealth, fame, and power, glittering prizes that many chase believing they hold the key to lasting happiness. Yet more often than not, these external symbols of success leave us feeling empty, as though we've been chasing shadows in a fading light. Ask yourself, what does success mean to you? Perhaps it's not the size of your bank account or the recognition of the crowd, but something quieter, deeper, alive, true to your own values, finding joy in simple moments, or making a meaningful difference in someone else's life. Success might be measured by how authentically you live, how deeply you love, and how boldly you pursue what sets your soul on fire. Redefine success on your own terms. The world doesn't need more rich people. It needs more fulfilled ones. It needs those who wake up with a sense of purpose, who feel gratitude for what they have, and who find contentment in the journey, not just the destination. Success isn't a trophy to be won, but a way of living that brings inner peace and genuine happiness. So ask yourself again, what does success mean to you and how will you create it? Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Stoic Life Journal. If you found value in our video, please click on one of the suggested videos on the screen to continue exploring how Stoicism can transform your daily life and motivate your mind. We appreciate you being a part of our thoughtful community. Until next time, always remember powerful Stoic lessons for a fulfilling life. Then finally, please comment Stoic Life in the comments if you found this video motivational.